later, but our Tail the Tape is brought to you by Performance Inspired, the all-natural high-performance line of sports nutrition trusted by athletes and health enthusiasts. Visit pi-nutrition.com. So Robbie Lawler, 35, Donald Cerrone is 34. Cerrone 2 inches taller. Both men weighing in right on the nose, 170 pounds. Robbie Lawler will have the slightest of reach advantages at 1 inch. All right, back inside the octagon now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 32 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, by way of Denver, Colorado, presenting the number 6 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a big martial artist holding a professional record, 27 wins, 11 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion and the number 3 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Big John McCarthy.
John McCarthy, our referee. A lot of love from this crowd for both sides of this fight. Thank you very much, Luciano. We are ready to go. 3 rounds if needed in the UFC welterweight division. There is Robbie Lawler, now training under Henry Hooft Combat Club, taking on Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Cerrone is in blue, Robbie Lawler is in black. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by HSS, the world leader in orthopedics.
Well, Robbie Lawler just went right at Donald. And he's landing some bombs. Donald's in trouble.
Oh, big knee from Lawler now.
Lawler is all over Cerrone. Cerrone with a nice knee to the body.
And if I'm Lawler's coach, I'm telling Lawler to do exactly this. Sprint at Cerrone, take advantage of a slow first round that he generally has, and he usually has to get punched to wake up. Well, he's been punched. Let's see if Cerrone's awake.
His right eye is almost closed already, guys.
So some early adversity for Donald Cerrone here tonight.
There looks to be some considerable swelling on Donald's right eye.
It's such a smart move by Lawler, just turn it into a brawl right off the bat. If you give Cerrone time to get his rhythm, his range, his timing, it's a bad fight.
Nice knee to the body there by Donald.
Watch that right kick, Cerrone. That right high kick, one of his best weapons. And I think we're going to see Lawler start ripping the body early on Cerrone as well. Knees. It's going to the body a lot.
Big Robbie chants raining down from the Anaheim faithful here. About a minute gone by in round 1.
Right now they're in the battle for the tie clinch. Nice elbow over the top.
Beautiful elbow.
And return.
And Robbie with the uppercut in the middle. And Donald is obliging him in this clinch here. Nice knee to the body by Donald.
7-Eleven, your neighborhood store.
Knees being exchanged here. It looks like Donald's right eye, he might have just been closing it. He might have gotten poked in it or something because it seems to be open now. But he's got some swelling around the left eye as well. For sure, he took some hard shots in these exchanges.
Forward pressure of Lawler is really a problem right now for Cerrone. He needs space in order to use his kicks and his boxing extremely well. And right now, Lawler's forcing him to fight in the pocket. That's a Lawler-style fight.
But Donald does fight well in the clinch with his knees, though, particularly his knees to the body.
Just takes away any prettiness of Cerrone's style, though. Yeah. He's making it a brawl. This is what Lawler needed to do in the first round.
And Cerrone has certainly shored up some things when it comes to his pocket presence, but you're right. The more range, the better, as Cerrone attacks upstairs now.
And that right high kick, oh, nasty knee.
Nasty knee return by Donald. Robbie's doing a great job of landing those punches from the clip. There's that kick to the body. Takedown by Robbie. Excuse me, by Donald.
And that's big for Cowboy Cerrone. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round, Dom. He was not going to be denied on that attempt. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
It was an awesome adjustment by Cerrone. I mean, you got a guy who's pressuring you extremely hard, and you can't seem to figure out how to get. He's just overwhelming you. You take him down. It's exactly what you do by Cerrone, and that's an evolution in his game. A lot of times he didn't used to have that. He went double-legged to knee tap and was able to trip Lawler down with that. And now he's got an outstanding top and jiu-jitsu game. Let's see if he can do anything with it.
16 career wins by submission for Donald Cerrone. And one more UFC finish would put him in a first-place tie with Anderson Silva and Vitor Belfort for the most in UFC history.
Cerrone's super good from the top at forcing you to somehow give your back. He bottlenecks you into bad positions, and then you generally end up giving your back up. And he just keeps, he's getting closer and closer to better position on Lawler right now. He passed all the way to side north.
Beautiful side control right there. Now moves to north-south. Excellent control of Lawler. It's one of the things we talked about with Donald. His stand-up game is so good, people forget how good he is on the ground.
And I honestly think he's the best off of his back. But right now in this top position, he's so good at keeping the control force. You know, he goes position over submission most of the time from the top until you make a mistake, and then he takes your back or takes your neck.
So Donald Cerrone survives the early
Hard knee to the body by Donald. And there's the back. Oh, right back up to his feet. Beautiful explosion by Robbie.
And that's what Cerrone's always looking for.
Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him in the clinch.
That elbow's landed twice for Cerrone now.
Lawler getting back to that left kick. He's been in a lot of 5-round wars. So.
Oh!
There's the right high kick. And that's because Lawler's facing it. They both have the same kick on each other, being a southpaw versus a conventional fighter. So that same kick that Cerrone's using will work for Lawler as well. But Cerrone just uses it much more often. It's one of his best weapons, that right kick.
Cerrone attached to the body. 5 minutes in the can, potentially 10 more to go. Tonight's Corner Cam is brought to you by Performance Inspired, the all-natural high-performance line of sports nutrition trusted by athletes and health enthusiasts. Visit pi-nutrition.com.
Oh, it's a little scratch. You're good. Hey, Cowboy, listen up.
And there you see in the clinch here.
Holistic
Big shots by Robbie Lawler. I mean, he just swarmed Donald at the beginning of the round. But Donald maintained his composure, ate a bunch of shots, but seems none the worse for wear. And there's a nasty elbow by Donald in the clinch. And there's a beautiful knee by Robbie Lawler. And there's the takedown by Donald. And there's that high kick, kind of just grazed off the side of the face, deflected part of it.
Go get him.
Dom, I got to imagine if you're Robbie Lawler, most of your UFC career has been preparing for 5-rounders. You can relate to that. 15 hard minutes should be no problem, right?
Yeah, and Lawler looks very calm, and he fought that first round perfectly. He needs to do the same thing this second round, in my opinion. Try to get Cerrone down on the scorecards.
Donald's talking, having some fun in there.
Lawler not one for pleasantries. Round 2 here. Lawler is in black, Cerrone in blue.
Saw Lawler duck his head there. Be careful for Cerrone. He's going to read that the way he's ducking to his left. That one.
Donald's using that front leg side kick a lot today to get distance. But this is not the distance that favors Robbie.
That is correct.
If he gives Donald a chance to do this, to loosen up and get fluid with his combinations, this favors Donald.
Now it takes a lot of energy to do what Lawler did in the first round, so he's got to compose himself round by round and decide when he's going to implement that game plan or allow Cerrone to fight from the outside like he's doing now.
Lawler goes high with the kick. Nice job by Cerrone to get the guard up. 1+ minute gone by here, round 2.
Oh, nice elbow again. Excellent timing with that elbow in the break.
Lawler left American Top Team, now training under Henry Hoof. Tommy Barzini went with him, Combat Club there in Lantana. And it would seem like a perfect partnership. Robbie Lawler and Henry Hoof, two guys who like to keep it relatively simple on the feet.
I like that setup there with that low kick.
Into the corner of Cowboy Cerrone. Brandon Gibson to your right. Greg Jackson out back.
Story to the knees, story knees, story knees.
Yep, yes, make him run. That's how you make him run, Cowboy. Intercept him, he's gonna come hard.
One thing I like Cerrone's doing, you see that right teep kick he keeps throwing to cover range. That's the front kick right to the middle of Robbie's torso. That hides the right high kick, and the inside kick that he's throwing on Robbie's lead leg also hides his right high kick. So everything's camouflaged for him so that he can use that head kick.
He's also great at stabbing you in the body with that kick and taking away your wind.
And because it's a threat to your body, that's why you start biting on it, and then you get away from defending the headshot.
Oh, nice left-hand counter by Cerrone. Lawler circles out. Donald seems to be gaining confidence as we cross the midpoint of round 2.
Oh, beautiful knee to the body by Cerrone. Just the diversity of the attack of Donald Cerrone seems to be a big factor here. There's a nice shot to the body by Robbie.
Cerrone backs Lawler up again.
Kick is just so fast.
Yeah, he does very little wind-up. He just shoots it out there, almost like karate style. Look, beautiful switch up there. And gone with the high kick after the knee. Donald's just mixing things up beautifully.
Some swelling starting to develop now on the right side of the forehead of Robbie Lawler, courtesy of the repeated head kicks from Cowboy.
What I love about Cowboy is he's changing up now. He's using offensive wrestling to hide his strikes. Even if he doesn't get the shot, he doesn't care. He's using the shot as a fake to set up his striking, and it's just very nice because he didn't used to have that threat.
And he's overwhelming Robbie with options. He's giving him so many different looks.
The shot also stops the pressure from Lawler. It keeps him on the outside so Cerrone can now use his kicks.
And unofficially already 7 takedown attempts from Cowboy Cerrone. Some of those well disguised. Landed 1 in that first round.
And that's why I have to respect that plan by Cerrone. How many times have you seen Cerrone shoot 7 times? He's doing that as adjustment to Robbie Lawler's pressure. Very intelligent.
Total strikes, not much discrepancy there. Lawler darts in, pays for it.
He's hacking at him with those elbows.
So a strong start tonight for Robbie Lawler. Cowboy Cerrone has taken control since as the fighters exchange leg kicks here down the stretch of round 2. Oh, straight right hand lands flush for Cowboy. Tonight's Corner Game is brought to you by Performance Inspired, the all-natural high-performance line of sports nutrition trusted by athletes and health enthusiasts. Visit pi-nutrition.com. Henry Hoof with Robbie Lawler there.
Listen, there's only one way. You need to go forward. You need to go high, low, in the body. You need to make that space smaller. You're working backwards.
There's that beautiful elbow from the clinch by by Donald, and there you see it again over the top. Donald's just got beautiful timing on that.
Stay on your angle. Get that left hand going.
And there's that takedown attempt which leads to a knee and then a punch and then a high kick afterwards.
Give him check, buddy.
I mean, beautiful combinations by Donald Cerrone.
It doesn't matter what you do. You need to do your thing. Hey, it's good. That's all you needed, man. This is it. We need this round, Let's go. Let's go, Rob.
UFC 214, Cormier versus Jones 2 is presented by Harley-Davidson. See your dealer today and learn to ride like some of your favorite UFC fighters with Harley-Davidson Riding Academy. Live your legend. Speaking of legends, a couple of action heroes here. Donald Cowboy Cerrone and Robbie Lawler, third and final round.
Who likes fighting more than Donald? Anybody?
Well, I saw Cowboy, the other Cowboy, from Brazil come out here and do the same thing, taking pictures, relaxing. Next thing you know, he's knocking somebody out. Cerrone, fun is a scary man.
He just got caught with a head kick.
Maybe too much fun, huh?
And then Robbie went 2 to the body there, and then tried the 3rd one to the head. Oh, beautiful knee to the body by Cowboy.
Now Lawler starting to find the range with that high kick again.
Oh, beautiful knee to the body there by Cowboy.
And you can see Lawler picking it up this round. He took 1 round off, and now he's right back onto the game plan of the 1st round again, right in the face of Cerrone to see if he can wear him down slowly.
And heavy on the power kicks.
Very smart.
You know, we were talking about it before the fight that Donald has had half of his intestine and stomach removed. He was in a terrible motocross accident where his guts were literally hanging out. And it's one reason why a lot of people speculate he's been vulnerable to the body.
And Lawler attacks the right side of that Cerrone body yet again. We will go into the blue corner now.
Liver. He got no liver.
Excuse me, into the red
Boy
corner of
got
Robbie
no
Lawler.
liver. Boy got no liver.
Keep working. Nice. That's it,
Here
Robbie.
Kami Barzini, Joe saying, boy got no liver.
You work. You work.
Hard left. Hard left.
Yeah, he definitely got hurt with those shots to the body. I mean, Robbie Lawler is a power kicker for sure. And Donald is keeping that right arm low, which could make him vulnerable to the head kick. He's trying to protect that body.
Well, Lawler's found his 2nd win, just misses on the uppercut.
Lawler coming out heavy with the pressure and the kicks, just like you said, Joe, has really, you know, gotten Cerrone to believe in Lawler's power and just take him a little more serious. Now we see Cerrone on his back foot.
Yeah, I don't know if Donald's completely recovered from those shots to the body yet. And Robbie is trying to close the distance and set him up with another one. He lands an uppercut there and a right hand over the top. Nice elbow there by Cowboy.
I think Lawler would do well to go back to that kick to the body. Keeps Cerrone honest, keeps his hands down, and then you can start going high with the head kick later from Lawler. Because you see Cerrone dropping his arm. He's covering those ribs very, very carefully.
Well, Dom, I know you like that Cerrone's mixing it up, but Lawler has the timing down. He has stuffed 11 of 12 shots from Cerrone thus far.
And Cerrone's forcing shots because of the pressure of Lawler. When somebody's pressuring you and you want to stop it, you have to do something. That's one way. Knees are another. Elbows down the middle, and also double legs or single leg shot attempts stop the pressure. But right now, Lawler's forcing the shots out of Cerrone when he doesn't want to because the pressure's too much.
Oh, he landed a nice left hand. Beautiful exchange here for both men. And Robbie senses blood.
Less than 2 minutes now to decide this one. Lawler continues to push the pace and force the action here.
And now he's punching the body of Cerrone as well.
He's doing that setup a lot where he lowers his body and then throws that high kick like he's...
7-Eleven, your neighborhood store.
They're both well trained on the other opponent. I mean, Lawler has a habit of ducking his head to the left or to the right, and Cerrone's trying to bite on that with his kicks. But right now, Lawler knows that's what the game plan is, and he's doing well with the pressure, shutting down the kicks and countering.
I mean, this is vintage Robbie Lawler style fighting right here. Constant pressure, throwing bombs, always looking to knock you out. And Donald is trying to play the matador here. Nice left hook. There's that shot to the body again.
Total strikes in the 3rd round. The numbers unofficially tell you Cerrone has the advantage. Less than 30 seconds now to go, and Lawler has been in perpetual forward motion in this final round. Attacks the body yet again.
Big shots. Oh, Donald got hurt.
Lawler followed up with a right hand. Cerrone trying to say to John McCarthy it was an eye poke, but the action continues.
Yeah, he's wincing with his left eye.
Down the stretch we go. They are up and cheering in Anaheim, California.
Let's just add 2 more rounds real quick. What do you think? For the heck of it.
Donald Cerrone and Robbie Lawler go the distance tonight. Both men had their moments. And John McCarthy trying to confirm to Cerrone that it was indeed a glove that got him. All right, so let's look at some of the numbers from this one. 15 minutes between Robbie Lawler and Donald Cerrone, round by round. Advantage Lawler in round 1. Round 2, a big answer from Cowboy Cerrone. And then in round 3, very evenly matched. It was close on paper coming in, and that's the way it played out, boys. So Donald Cowboy Cerrone in search of a 20th UFC win, and this his 25th UFC appearance. Robbie Lawler, who won the UFC Welterweight Championship back in 2014, twice defended it, trying to remain in the mix of welterweight contenders. This replay is brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you, Don.
Yeah, we see the knees here from Lawler and the right hook, right overhand, I should say, whatever you want to call it, from the clinch for Lawler. I mean, just brawling, and he floods Cerrone early in the first round. Cerrone comes back with a nasty elbow over the top, reading the left hand of Lawler in the clinch, and then a great takedown. Cerrone, another right elbow, peeking through. Oh, awesome knee time by Lawler. And here we see the liver kick and high kick. Here's a high kick, but the liver kick, I mean, he threw it so hard at Cerrone.
All right, the official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS, who brings you closer than ever to the UFC on a fast nationwide 4G LTE network. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
I'm here with the winner, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. First of all, Robbie, welcome back. It was an excellent fight. Did you think when it was over that you had done enough to win?
It was up in the air. I thought I won the first. He won the second, and it was leaving it up to that 3rd round. I just want to dedicate this fight to Matt Hughes, who's fighting a lot harder than I am right now and a lot harder than I just fought. This is for you, buddy.
You jumped all over him in the first round. Was that the game plan, to get on top of him early?
Yeah, I thought so. Get in there, push him around, try to beat him up. He's resilient. I wasn't able to take him out. He's a tough opponent. He's tough as hell.
Give us your thoughts now on Tyron Woodley, the man who beat you for the title, defending his title tonight against Damian Maia, and where you fit in the big picture.
I'm not too worried about that right now. I'm just going to spend some time with my family, go visit my buddy who's it's been long overdue. He's struggling to fight right now, and this is all about him. I'm going to go say hi.
Congratulations. Robbie Lawler, ladies and gentlemen.